What's up, and welcome back to another Keeping It Real review of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 5. As always, I'm your host, James, joined by Jack, Calvin, and Reese. The penultimate episode of Marvel's second Disney Plus show. I want to know if you all agree with me. If this finale sticks to landing, it's going to be better than WandaVision for me.
I hadn't thought about it. You've posed a really interesting question there, boy.
You've stumped us all seconds into the pod.
Because the finale for WandaVision let me down, but this episode has been a series high so far. So
I don't think it's better than the one before. The one before was unreal.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how are they going to get better than that? And then just character over plot, and I'm there for it.
Yeah, but it's a little bit too much character, not enough plot. For a penultimate episode, there's hardly any furthering of the plot other than to show where these characters have ended up, basically, which is good. Like, I really enjoyed the aspect that it was slow and didn't, it focused a lot on Sam and Bucky in this one.
Yeah.
But I felt like there should have been a little bit more there, and I don't think it led us into quite the finale I was hoping. The finale might be great, but just a setup for it at the moment, I'm a bit like, I wish there was something a bit more going on with that.
Yeah, I can like feel that the finale, probably, the first third of it will be set up for the actual climax that we were probably expecting in this episode. But like, now we're going into it, and I liked them before, Sam and Bucky, but after this episode, I've got such a better vision of what they are and their relationship, and I care so much more than I did the week before.
Yeah, well, they're finally on the same page, and it works a lot better than them constantly bickering and just being really antagonistic towards each other. I think they did a better job in this episode of actually bringing them back together. I think the scene with where they were like throwing the shield back and forth highlighted that the most. Then I thought they lingered too long on them like bonding and fixing a boat. I don't know what it is with media and how men bond, but it always seems to be, in American media especially, it always seems to be either fixing a car up or fixing a boat up. These men just can't, for some reason, they just won't let men just sit down and have a proper conversation.
Isn't that how you bond with your mates?
Never fixed a boat?
I can't count the amount of times I've fixed a car with my mates.
Yeah. This is going to really sour the Honda Civic that I bought just to fix with Calvin next time he has to text me.
Yeah. Next time we fall out and have to rebond.
Yeah.
Is it even the same boat?
Get some new hubcaps.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with that.
It's a ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
The Civic of Honda.
Guys, this isn't even the same boat anymore. That scene where they are throwing the shield around and just having quite an emotional, deep conversation. I thought, like, not only the best scene in the series for me, I was like, this might be one of the best scenes in the MCU. It really just impressed me. And I went on Twitter. I was like, oh, I hope everyone agrees with me. And I saw some criticism for it. And I was like, how we've got so many of these superhero shows and movies, and it's so surprising to people that when it slows down a bit and two grown men can just have a conversation about the feelings, that everyone's like, oh no, I don't want this. I was like, no, we needed this. It was great. And it was the fact that Bucky apologizes for Stephen himself not thinking about the ramifications of handing a black man the shield and what that would mean. And he was like, we didn't even think about it. And how that would affect you and how you'd be seen. I thought that was brilliant.
I was quite impressed with that, because I don't know if I said it on the podcast or I just said it to you guys. I was like, there's no way they're going to start exploring race in this. I was like, there's no way it's going to happen. Disney and Marvel aren't going to go that route. So when it actually did, I was like, nice.
Yeah. I think they said
it is an interesting storyline to go.
They did say that they were going to do it, and like obviously we'd seen it earlier in the season, and I was like, I wonder if that's how far they'll go. But no, they really pushed it again here, and it was necessary. Like he goes to visit Isaiah again.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
That was a great scene. They both played that incredibly. But yeah, you learn that Isaiah disobeyed orders went and saved some troops from behind enemy lines and was punished for it. And then you're like, that's the exact same thing that Steve did in the first Captain America movie. Exactly the same. And he was awarded and commended. And yeah, that scene really got me.
Yeah, I liked how they had different, how, Isaiah is basically saying to him that, the America, like speaking about like institutional racism, it hasn't even changed since the day he was Captain America, and the public don't really care about seeing a black man as Captain America. They will only ever see it as a white man. But like, I enjoyed that, it's Sam doesn't have to follow what Isaiah is like telling him just because he's also a black man. It's also like he has got all of his pain in his past, but now Sam has to essentially get up and keep fighting instead of back down and not become Captain America just because he might be treated poorly.
Fight for the change.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was really thrown by it earlier. I've been thinking about it the whole time. Earlier, you called Steve Rogers Steven, and I've never heard anyone call him Steven before.
Yeah, you said it. It threw me off as well. I was like, what's he talking about?
Yeah. Sorry, we're good friends.
I like muttered to myself. I was like,
Steven Rogers?
I could definitely see them doing like an Isaiah Bradley like a limited series or something, like
a prequel,
like showing us what happened in the past. I think that's definitely so. I'd absolutely be game for that. That'd be sick.
Some things are just better in there. Like his character has played it well. So the actor played it so well that I think it wouldn't undermine going back and exploring that. But the way we see him now, I feel like we don't really need to see.
Yeah, like this was enough.
What he went through.
We got exactly what happened. Yeah. I know in the comics, is it his grandson who he lives with, Eli? He does become.
I think so.
Is he called Patriot or something?
Yeah, he's Patriot.
Yeah. So I wonder if they'll go down that route eventually.
We can't have that many of them now, though.
There's too many Captain Americas. That scene really hammered home the theme of this shield just meaning different things to different people as well, though, because we find out when, like, when Bucky sees it, he says he sees the last piece of family he's got, in reference to Steve, obviously, and it doesn't mean that to Sam, didn't mean that to Isaiah. I think that's really good, and to John Walker, it means entitlement and power. And yes, we'll talk about John Walker because that's where the episode starts. He's running away from the scene of the crime.
That first scene is class.
It's brilliant.
That entire fight scene is so well done.
Not only the action scene that was good, it was the build up to it.
You
don't want to do this. Yeah, we do. I love that.
That bit, I literally was like, yeah, we fucking do. I was like, kill him. There was a part of me that was like, for just one brief second, I want Bucky to go back to his Winter Soldier, just snap his neck.
Yeah.
Well, they snapped his arm.
Yeah, I did find some of the close quarters combat that were a bit cutty because they didn't have, maybe like we talked about before, maybe they didn't have the budget to do these really close knit fights. Like if you compare it to the fight, like it's most closely compared to the fight at the end of Civil War, but you can see everything, every punch being landed in that, and this one felt a bit stunted in places. But what was John Walker kept trying to lift the shield above his head and slam it down? Is that his finishing move now? He's just always going to do that.
Fatality.
Yeah,
it's just when he rips the wings off. I was oh shit.
No.
Oh yeah, I literally was like, ah!
Yeah, I did hear that he's quite, in some cases in the comics, he's actually stronger than Steve because he doesn't have any strings, basically. He doesn't stop himself, so he is that much stronger. Like Bucky was like getting absolutely battered by him most of the time.
Yeah, he seems to be a lot stronger than Bucky.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always think, I feel like Bucky's holding him back though.
Even though he
really hates this guy. He doesn't. I think he's afraid to unleash the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I like in that scene as well, we get some more parallels back to that final fight in Civil War, like a repurposed score. Like when he's ripping the wings off, it's the exact same music that plays when Bucky gets his arm blown off by Iron Man. Yeah, really enjoyed that.
I really liked the at the end of it, the shot when they've just beaten him, and like that light is shining through the warehouse, and Bucky stood there and he's got the shield in his hand and he stood over John Walker. I thought that was sick.
Yeah. At that point, you're like, just give him the shield. Just give Bucky the shield. Never mind.
Yeah, I literally was like, yeah, let's just call this show the Winter Soldier. I don't care about Falcon.
That was
But
so that was the only action scene we actually got in the episode. Considering it was the longest one, it was an hour. I was surprised we didn't get another, but then this was just
25 minutes of boat building.
Yeah, just boat building. Yeah, just slowing it down and getting us ready for. I mean, I hope the finale's action packed.
Yeah, slowing it down a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, I was fine with that.
You
I've seen that
you slow
online.
it down too much, you sacrifice like the other end. But then if you speed up too much, you sacrifice the slowness of it. So it's quite hard to get the balance. It's quite hard to get the balance, and that's why I feel like this season has been like the pace has either been fast or just really slow. I wish it was more of a build up. Like the first two episodes really slow, third episode really fast, fourth episode relatively fast, and then this one really, really slow again. I wish there was more of a. I'd rather a slow build than explosive end.
Yeah,
I didn't need the third episode to be like maybe it was to sort of bring people back from that, like, you know, keep people interested if people wanted something a bit more, because it is a big mainstream Marvel Disney show. But I would have preferred a slow burn all the way up to the fifth episode, and the fifth and sixth be the ones that really, you know, push forward.
Yeah, I would have been okay with that as well. So after that great opening, we go to we have a courtroom scene where John's been stripped of his title. He's gonna get no benefits. They told him. I was like, oh, that's harsh, man. That's harsh. And then a really great scene because he's talking about he's basically a government mandated Captain America.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Steve was fighting against in Civil War with the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah.
So like back then he knew that would never work. And now it's just been proven.
Yeah, it's just doomed to fail.
Yeah, doomed to fail from the start.
Yeah. All encapsulated by the line where he says, like, you know, you built me. Just
you built me,
speaks volumes that are like, you know, the Secretary of Defense or whoever it is owned Captain America just is doomed to fail, would never work.
Yeah,
what he's supposed to stand for.
His poor wife as well. She just gets dragged along to these things. She had no idea what's going on.
I didn't even know it was his wife until this episode.
No, neither.
I thought it was like an assistant.
She was in episode 2, wasn't she?
Yeah, when he's at the football game.
Yeah, I thought she was like his head of like marketing or something. I thought
wasn't
she's supporting him there. Yeah.
That's what Kaz said. I was like, who's the guest? And I was like, it's his wife. We know that. She's not in it much. But
I assumed
court-martial for no reason.
Straight away she was a girlfriend or wife.
Yeah,
no, never thought she was head of marketing.
I thought she was.
Who's that? Who's that playing the head of marketing?
I thought she was someone to control his image and
he was in love with Battlestar, obviously. That's why he's so covered about it.
He's out of the picture. She can come home.
Yeah, she can slide in.
Yeah.
His DMs.
So after that, we get the big cameo we were talking about last week.
Never been so disappointed in my life.
I got it spoiled for me on Twitter about 10 minutes before I put the episode on, and it really didn't ruin anything for me. So it's Julia Louis-Dreyfus is playing Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Wow, I'm not remembering that.
No, but in an article by Vanity Fair, it was revealed that she was supposed to make her first appearance in Black Widow.
Okay.
But obviously with the swap.
Isn't the big thing though that she's like Miss Hydra?
She was Madam Hydra.
Madame Hydra, whatever it is, yeah.
But
she's also a SHIELD agent.
She was a SHIELD agent, so her allegiances aren't set in stone. So I don't know if they're going to bring back Hydra or just do a new thing with her. Because like I know, obviously she gives John her card, and contact me. So she's recruiting him for something. I have heard that we are getting the Thunderbolts, but we might also be getting Dark Avengers. So I don't know which one this is setting up. So
what is I think Dark Avengers not just the same thing as Thunderbolts?
No, I think that Dark Avengers, you've got like
There's-
Norman Osborn and stuff in there. Like it's much a bigger group as opposed to like a Thunderbolts, more like a Suicide Squad level.
Yeah, I think her introduction did lack impact though. There's no no
Yeah, very
indication of
much.
who she actually was or might be or who she's working for.
Yeah.
Even the card, I was like, oh, there'll be a symbol on there. And there's nothing on there. I was like, don't put this. What is this for? Is this just for cameo's sake?
Imagine though, you've got a
Yeah.
business card and it's just like a Hydra logo on it.
Yeah, that'd be so
Bit
funny.
sus. Yeah.
Well, no matter how many times they get, I know it's in their mantra that you cut off one head, two more will grow, but they no matter, you can just keep killing them and someone else will just turn up. Yeah, I'm Hydra now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the issue with the issue with those organizations. Yeah. They know how many times you beat them, they just keep coming back and back and back. But I suppose it's they market it that way, so it's fine.
Yeah, we'll allow them. Yeah, her scene actually felt like
maybe
really
it's
jarring
a
to me.
case of just
Like tonally, her scene was just, it didn't feel in line with
because
what
the
the rest
scene
of the
before
show
was
was
quite
going for.
was really serious. Then she comes in with these like, just
Stilettos.
cracking Ys all over the place, and she
Yeah, and she
Aye.
felt like she was in a different scene to even Wyatt Russell.
Yeah.
It wasn't gelling for me.
read
But
the
I guess
room, Julia.
if we had seen her in Black Widow first, though, maybe this one might have
Yeah,
played
maybe it
better.
would make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
I
a better
went.
grasp on the character, but
Yeah, I wonder if she is going to be in Black Widow, is she, or have they
yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a weird move for Marvel to make, considering they prize themselves on like contextualizing so much to make this feel like an expanded universe.
Yeah, I think just because of the pandemic, they've been pushed into a corner, haven't they? And like they had to release
Yeah, I
something of
suppose.
this can go out on TV, and Black Widow has to be. They really wanted that in cinemas.
Yeah.
So it's just the price you got to pay. Who knows? Maybe her scene in Black Widow will also not work.
Yeah, she'll just walk in and give her a blank card. See you later.
So whether it is setting up Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers, like it seems like she's going to be the Nick Fury type.
Oh yeah.
of
So
that
it could be
group.
like Taskmaster or something. Is that what it's?
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking now. There'd be a scene where she approaches Taskmaster, probably. It'd probably be like a post-credit scene.
Probably.
Like,
So speaking of Thunderbolts, Baron Zemo, he when he escaped, he went straight to that Sokovia Memorial. Bucky follows him. And I don't know. I'll be quite disappointed if this is where Zemo ends.
Yeah, it wasn't a
they've
full
taken
arc.
him.
No,
They've taken him to the
raft,
though, haven't they?
which
Yeah,
is
which makes no sense for the actual story. It only served to introduce the Thunderbolts.
yeah.
I
pretty
felt
much.
it was a bit forced. I'd rather the setup feel a bit more natural for that if that's what they're doing, because like why wouldn't they take them to Wakanda? They literally
exactly
their king. It's the most advanced country in the entire world. Does it not have the means to contain this man who was literally
I didn't get
in
that
his
either.
Hannibal Lecter gym? And I suppose that didn't hold him, but
you've got to assume Wakanda's more technologically advanced than the raft.
I felt it was a little bit on the nose.
Yeah. I mean, if I've learned anything from watching old cartoons and the comics, the raft is famously secure. No one's ever escaped from the raft. So I'm sure
make
it'd be
supervillain
great.
groups in there.
Yeah, should decommission it. Get it gone. It doesn't work.
So like his place in this show, we expected him to have a grand scheme, and he's going to be pulling all the strings and have this big plan. But I mean, if they end it here, then he's really only served to I guess question Bucky's morality and maybe set up some tension between him and Sam in the final episode, because Carly's been radicalized. She needs to be taken out, and Bucky's not exactly against it. Yeah,
I feel like it would be misplaced drama between them to put in there just for the sake of having drama,
because you've just had this episode of them bonding.
If he kills Carly, and obviously Sam, they've set up that he's against that happening. I feel like it just undermines the relationship they've built over the course of the show. I think it'd be really weird.
If anything, do that earlier.
But I think they might do it
after this. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
from the last episode, I had the idea that either Sharon or the truck is going to kill Carly. because I reckon there's a double cross going on
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
I reckon Sharon's the power broker basically.
Yeah.
I-
That,
right.
Like that scene
Cool.
for me was kind of like almost confirming that it's her.
Yeah, well, I thought the
So,
same.
and
like,
I reckon
but-
she's obviously going to be annoyed. She doesn't get what she wants. So I reckon there's going to be a bit of a double cross in the last one,
The thing-
and there's
like-
going to be Sharon or Batroc, does it?
we know from Endgame that Sharon disappeared in the blip. So, and like, how's this power broker? If she is the
In
power
6
broker,
months,
how is
yeah.
how has she built
Yeah,
this
they
underground
better explain it.
empire? Like, unless
Yeah,
they're
I
just
don't-
retconning it. But
Did anyone
The thing-
find it really weird in that scene? Sorry, this is one of the big issues out of the last episode. Do you know that scene where she like clicks a button and they all pop up? The people
Yeah.
like, why do they all seem like they were in this weird like trance like state?
I thought of that. I was like,
when they all stood up.
like,
and
oh,
started
it's like
walking.
fucking John Wick
Like-
again.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Everyone's an assassin.
Yeah, the thing about the whole power broker thing as well, I think that's one of my issues with the whole series is not even like they haven't even shown their face yet, and they're supposed to be this big
Yeah.
bard looming over the entire story. It's the same issue again, which I have with the GRC. They still haven't given us an inkling of why
Yeah, very
why
vague, like-
Carly and the Flag Smashers want to essentially kill them all, or I don't really know, but I feel like her story would work so much better if you just gave 5 minutes to this organization to
Yeah.
show them all they needed to do was show them having like a meeting, being really like bureaucratic, setting out like evil policies against poorer people, and that could have done it. That could have, everyone would be, that could have cemented, yes, these people are essentially scum, they deserve
Well, they
what
kind
they're
of did,
getting.
didn't they? At the end, wasn't that the whole meeting at the end? Wasn't that the JRC?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
like
it was,
30
but I
seconds,
mean
wasn't it?
before, but
Yeah.
and it's
I mean, they
already
tried to,
it's
yeah,
5
but it just didn't
episodes
work,
in.
yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to?
We should have a better grasp on
sympathise with
who
Carly
they are
all
by
this
now.
time.
Yeah.
And they've spent so long with Carly trying to make her like morally grey, and now she just isn't. That's it. Now she just isn't morally grey. She's just going to do what she's going to do.
Yeah. My
Like,
biggest
it's-
issue with Carly is I think the girl who's playing her just isn't a very good actor. Like, I just don't believe anything she says.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. She's just not convincing me as
Yeah, like I just like
as a threat.
every time she's on the screen, I'm just like, just do something interesting.
At
Like,
least we've
Yeah.
got John Walker.
Well, yeah, he's much
Yeah.
more interesting as a villain.
Yeah, his shield as well. If
Oh
I'm
my
going to be
God.
I'm going to be very annoyed if it holds up in a
Yeah.
fight with the
What's he
normal
gonna
shield.
do?
It should just break immediately. But I think that'll be I think it'll be a really good scene if he tries to fight, let's say, Sam in his new Captain America uniform that he's inevitably going to get.
Yeah.
If they hit it against each other, and then John just shatters, and he's looking at all the shattered bits that he's put on there, like
I
the
spent
American flag
hours
and
on
so
this.
Yeah, but I think it wouldn't. All the symbolism in this show so far, it wouldn't surprise me if they went that route.
Probably,
he's
yeah.
on his knees with a shattered, banners and stars in front of him.
He doesn't
all
seem
broken
like
up
a
into
moron,
pieces.
though, does he? Like, he's a he's a
Yeah,
bit
they are
power
making him a bit
hungry,
of a
but
moron now, though.
yeah, like making a shield out of iron or whatever, and it was like, what's that? It's gonna do nothing. He's gonna
Yeah, I
throw
don't-
it, and it's not gonna come back. And he's, oh,
Yeah,
Don't
may
even
as
know where he
well
got
just
those
use-
skills from anyway.
so I was
May
gonna
as
say,
well just
when
use
did he
all
learn how
the
to do
skills.
that? Like, so from what I got from that episode, are they setting up Torres to be the next Falcon?
I assume so.
It kind of occurred to me later
Yeah.
on. I didn't think anything of it at the time, and then I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
he's giving him the wings." And
Yeah.
we know that Torres is a massive fanboy of the Avengers.
Yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by that because I actually quite liked the idea of all the, where the like commissioned artwork that's been out there of Sam in the Captain America suit with the wings. I feel like that. Why
I
would
think
he
he
want the wings?
will
It gives it-
still
it-
have
yeah,
wings.
Yeah, but it gives if he doesn't,
But then you got
there'll
two
be this weird
Falcons.
choice because it gives him such an edge
No, I
in
think-
battle.
I think he
will.
I think he will
Like,
have
why would-
wings still, just to make it a new
Why would the
Yeah.
new thing. But
Well, why would the Wakandans give him that massive box and then just be like, "We
I
have
thought
an
it was
excellent
just-
tailor"?
I thought it was
He
just
doesn't need them for
uniform.
that, does he?
yeah,
but
it's
just-
going to be a
but it's in this- this is not, like,
melding of the
massive
two, isn't it?
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be a real eagle.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was like, why is it taking him so long to open this damn box?
Yeah,
I
I thought it was
know,
going to be
I was-
like
Let me
Pulp
see it.
Fiction when he opens it and it's going to be glowing.
Blue.
Eilish,
Yeah.
Blue, white, and red.
show
what
us,
Wakan-
show us that filthy suit now.
Yeah.
Really can't wait to see what it looks
Yeah,
like.
it's gonna be sick when he puts
So-
that on now.
It is true that the Wakanda is such a cop out now. Everyone's just gonna be like, where'd you get that gun? Where'd you get that arm?
Wakanda.
Where'd you get Wakanda?
Well, yeah, because you don't have,
It's
you
yeah,
don't
well,
have
yeah, but
Tony Stark
Yeah, it's just
anymore. Like
yeah,
Iron
it's
Man.
gonna be
before it
used
was just
as
where'd
that
you get that from, Tony?
Yeah,
It's the same thing, isn't it? So
yeah, pretty much.
because now
Just
they
be
got
like, where'd you get that
Shiro.
from? I don't know.
Found it. There's
I
so
found
much
it
of this
as
lying
I woke
around.
up one day. And someone wrote it into my hand.
All right. Yeah. Should we rate this?
Yeah.
I think I will go the same as I went last week. I'll give it a 9.
Oof.
This impressed me.
Blimey.
You don't think about your ratings beforehand, do you, Jack?
No, do I? To be honest, I forget we do this every week.
It's just
Yeah.
a number. What's he doing?
It's just a number.
He's replaying the entire episode in his head. He's trying to find.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.
Hey, okay.
Jesus Christ. Give you a week.
It's because my internet's shit. I'm hearing you like 10 minutes after you speak.
Oh. Calvin?
Yeah, 8 because it wasn't as good as the last one, but it was still sick.
I think I'm gonna go for a 7.
7.
Yeah, I think overall I liked the episode, and I liked that it spent a lot of time with the characters, obviously especially Sam and Bucky.
Yeah.
And it wasn't rushed, but at the same time, I think they sacrificed too much of furthering the plot with this,
Yeah.
and it didn't feel like a penultimate episode. Yeah, and the pace was just a bit too slow. Not that I don't like that, but I felt like
For its
for a
placement.
penultimate
yeah.
episode, you come with a certain set of expectations, and I just don't
Yeah.
think it didn't deliver those for me.
Reese?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I think because I didn't enjoy as much as last week, and there were a few things that I was a bit annoyed about, like the cameo. But,
Were you let down that it wasn't Wolverine?
Yeah. No,
It wasn't
Gambit.
Meltman.
It's-
Was it
I'm let down
Gambit?
because it wasn't Al Pacino, right?
As Gambit.
As Gambit, yeah.
Oh, John.
We didn't even talk about Sam's serumless flips.
Oh yeah.
They were
I'm
mighty
glad
impressive.
that he was crap at them though, to start off with. And that he wasn't just pinging it about
Yeah.
straight away and being
Yeah.
class at it.
Anthony
Gonna need a
Stacky.
montage.
Thanks as always for listening, guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Keeping It Real UK. From there, you can find links to our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like, rate, and subscribe where you can. We'll see you again on Wednesday for our Oscar predictions show. Make sure you don't miss that. Until then, please share this around if you enjoy and keep it real.